In this video, we're going to learn about plugging and chugging. So this strategy, you look at the answer choices, you use them, and you plug it in to the formula and you check which answer is correct. Alright, so let's practice plugging and chugging with this example. So with this example right here, we can look at answer choice A. So the 3 goes into the x, the -2 goes into the y. So 3 minus 2 equals 1, which does not equal 0, so we can eliminate A. Let's look at B. 2 minus 2 equals 0, so that could work. Let's look at C. Minus 2 plus 2 equals 0, that could work. Let's look at D. Minus 2 minus 2 equals -4, which does not equal 0. So from here, we have to try to plug this in, the B, into these two over here. So if we're going to plug in 3 times 2 minus 2 minus 2, let's see what we get. So 3 times 2 is 6, minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4, and that equals 10. So we know the answer choice is B. Let's take a look at this one. So when we're plugging and chugging, A through D will always be in order. It's either from least to greatest or greatest to least. And so the trick to this is that you want to start at B and C first. So if you try B and it's the answer, good, you got the answer. If B isn't the answer, try C out. If C is the answer, you're good. But from here, if you know that the answer is less than B, then you know it's automatically going to be A. If you know the answer is going to be greater than C, then you know the answer is automatically D. So that's why we try B and C first. So let's go ahead and give this one a shot. So I know it says x equals. So with this one, I can rewrite it so that it looks like this. 2k squared plus 17 minus 7 equals 0. Let's close this off. Okay, so from here, what is the value of k? Well, we're going to have to, let's try plugging and chugging this one. You could do it algebraically, but let's just pretend you don't know how to do it algebraically, so let's do plug and chug. So if I'm going to plug a 3 into here, right, as what we're going to try first, so 3 squared 2 plus 17 minus 7 equals 0. So we try that out. I'm going to do the math. So it'll be 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 17 is going to be 35 minus 7 equals 0. So the square root of 35, that's around 6-ish. And minus 7 equals 0. So we know that that's not the answer. Let's try out C. So with C, we're going to try the same thing. So it's going to be 2 squared plus 17 minus 7 equals 0. So 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32 plus 17. Let's see what that is. So that's 49. Square root of 49 minus 7 is equal to 0. So square root of 49, it's going to be 7 minus 7, which equals to 0. So we now know the answer choice is C. Let's take a look at this one. So let's go ahead and read the question. So all I care about is the ending. You know, what is the greatest number of sides it can have? And it says right here, the external angle of a regular polygon is greater than 50. And then we have the answer choices, and then we have the formula. So this one looks pretty complicated, but let's see if we can figure this one out. So from here, we'll just plug and chug. So it says greater than 50. So I'm just going to use the number 50 because it's the easiest number we can use. So now the angle is going to be 50. This is approximation. And the n is the number of sides. And we're going to try out b first, right? We always try out b and c first. So 6 times 50 is 300. Okay. So that could be it. It's less than 360. So let's try out C. 7 times 50 is 350. And let's try out D out. 8 times 50 is 400. So the question is, what is the greatest number of sides it can have? Well, we know it can't be D because it's greater than. And we know that the answer is C because even if I did 7 times 51, which is greater than 50, that's about 357. And so we know that C would be the answer.